Well, hello. My name is Gat, and welcome back to Lucid9. Last time, we've talked to Mr. Ryota to get a little bit more of a background on, Yama, Rui's, and Misaki's, childhood. See what the hell happened, cause they used to be good friends, did something happened that made them not, and he's trying to remember the trauma that what happened after, fucking Misaki left. And then we met like a kid detective. No, she was like 26, but she looked like a kid. She looked like a like a middle schooler, man. Alrighty. So, but we're back in our apartment, and there's a knock on the front door. So, let us continue. Huh? Did you seriously follow me home? Huh? Why would we do that? We already know where you live, man. Oh hey, I know those voices. Oh. I hate that so much where you don't know who they are, and I'm like, I don't know whose voice to do. Thankfully it's not Shigori at the door. It's Masato and Yahiko, who are currently the proudest bearers of two giant plastic bags stamped with the GFC logo. Huh, I wasn't expecting them. Although technically speaking, it was polite of them to knock even though they know my key code. Sup, man? Delivery has arrived. I didn't order anything. Yahiko only points at my phone. Yama Ishimoto. What the fuck? Again, I'm gonna read all of it. I don't know. Would you like to moon without AC? It's so hot on the moon. Oh, they also said I couldn't breathe. That's okay though. I hold my breath super long. We are coming to your place. Technically, I should apologize for being so unresponsive, but all I can feel is incredulity. 33 messages? Yahiko only shrugs. You weren't responding. What a thoughtful, selfless person to do. Not invade my home without warning properly? I gave you plenty of warning. It doesn't count if I don't see it. You're blind. Classic Yahiko. Might as well have some fun. What? You didn't know? You mean, all this time, you've been running blind? Well, not exactly. I haven't... The fuck does that word mean? Antenna. I have an antenna. Antenna growing out of my feet so I can tell where I'm going. Whoa. Is your mom a spider or something? Spiders don't have antennas growing out of their feet. She has a mutant gene. S? So your family's like that. Y'all aliens? They really need to work on their gullibility. No, I have a sister. Had? She flew away. So, she had the bird gene. This conversation is rapidly steering into the deep end. I decide to change topic. Are you guys coming in, or are you guys just gonna stand there? We're coming in. Y'all can't eat chicken alone. That should have sounded cheesy, but I can't stop myself from grinning as they march into the house, sip off their shoes, and throw themselves on the sofa. Masato pulls several large containers out of the GFC bag and uncapped them. The heavily aroma of fried chicken drips through my apartment. Is that me? Do I have yellow eyes? This guy, he might be blind with those yellow ass eyes. They look like urine eyes. I never liked yellow eyes like in anime or video games. Like red. Cool, right? Cause I think of like Sasuke and the Sharingan. What the fuck does yellow represent? I can see piss a mile away. Let's see. We got ourselves classic drumsticks, them spicy wings, and potatoes and corn for sides. He raises an eyebrow at me. I fervently shake my head. No more contest. I reach further into the bag and threateningly shake a packet of hot sauce. Surprisingly, Masato's face pales. Okay. He begins to gingerly bite into his chicken, as if it will explode at any moment. Yahiko reaches for the original drumstick, looking strangely thoughtful. It feels unsettling. A quiet Yahiko is a dangerous Yahiko. So, career day. Yahiko's eyes turn to me, and he smiles easily. Masato looks up from his chicken. Did you get info on modeling? I don't make it a habit to get details on Yahiko's activities, but I shouldn't be poor company either, or they might leave. Surprisingly, Yahiko only stares blankly at me. Modeling? Is he really dumb enough to forget his own dream? Modeling? Oh, fuck, it's not even me. Modeling? Oh, that modeling! Yeah, I want to talk with the company, the, cloud one. What was it called? You mean Lotus? Yeah, yo, Lotus. I'm just gonna change his voice out of a sudden. I'm gonna sound like Rambo now. I forgot his voice. I'm sorry, I'm a forgetful guy, like I did it earlier. Yes, Lotus. Lotus is a type of flower, not a type of cloud. They said they'll keep in contact. They did? Well, of course, as if anyone can reject this perfect body. I want to gag, but honestly, it's not like Yahiko's overweight, nor is he deadly skinny. He actually takes pretty good care of himself. He might actually be an honest-to-goodness model. I repress a shudder and quickly switch to Masato. What do you do? Masato sits up a bit straighter, his eyes blazing with passion. Looking to studying in America. You what? What? They had a booth for it. Princeton, Yale, Harvard, all them big U's. Any? Ivy League? Not only does Masato want to study in America, he wants to attend an Ivy League? Well, honestly, I suppose it's not that unattainable. Despite all outer appearances, Masato actually has the highest grade in our year, save for Elizabeth. He studies like crazy, runs like crazy, and is also disciplined in his health regimen. Besides his diet, he just does everything with gusto. In fact, sometimes I wonder why we're still friends. Usually people who try overly hard to ignore me. Like Elizabeth. But Masato, maybe it's because he's clueless 99% of the time, but I can't find it in me to be annoyed at him. So, an Ivy League? Ain't that right? I'm gonna smoke everyone else. I thought you were going for the Olympics or something. Hell nah, ain't my thing. It does make me curious. Why would he be so passionate about track if he wasn't planning on pursuing it as a career? I guess it definitely helps him get into an Ivy League. Oh. Yahiko is peering into the GFC buckets, which are suddenly empty. It's all gone. Dude, I'm not gonna lie, every time I eat with my family and I just look at the buckets, it's like, it's gone. Like a tear goes down my eyes, so Tiska's like, I'm still hungry. I want my chicken. I gotta tell you the story. I got high one time. Okay, I got high the day after my birthday, so September 9th, right? And I got so fucking baked. I bought a pizza, right? From fucking Biology. And it's like a large pizza, right? Like enough to like maybe share with like 3 people. I ate all of it. I mean all of it by myself. And I teared up crying because I'm like, it's all gone? But I'm still hungry. I was about to call another one, but I looked at my bank account and I'm like, I don't got money. Which is stupid because I have it in my savings because I moved it, but I'm like, I don't got money. I was so fucking stupid while high. Nah, man, it was fun. Okay, what were we doing? Oh yeah. It's all gone. Except one. Slowly, dramatically, he reaches into the bucket and raises a single chicken leg into the air. Oh, thanks, man. He sticks out his hand expectantly, but Masato only shakes his head, a dangerous gleam in his eye. You gotta fight to win in life, man. He reverently hoists the chicken leg upwards, like a certain baboon did to a certain lion cub in a certain copyrighted movie. Lion King. We're talking about Lion King. We gotta play a game for it. How about a little something from my childhood? Yahiko's face twitches in trepidation. I don't know, dude. You pansing out on me? Oh, of course not. Good. Here's how it's gonna work. The game is called Survivor's Arena. Rules, they aren't none, except don't kill no one, unless you want to go to jail. At times like these, I really have to wonder, just what was Masato's childhood like? The goal is this here piece of chicken. We gotta fight fair, so we gotta stand equal distance from the chicken. It's still strange to hear him say things like equidistance, even if he's technically a model student. Me here, you there, Yama there. Wait, what? Whoa. Leave me out of this. I'm fine about the chicken. Like, seriously, like, I don't need it. It ain't about destination, man. It's about the journey. That actually kind of makes sense. Regardless, I'm not so crazy about fried chicken that I'll fight over it. I'll pass. You're ditching? Oh, fuck. You're ditching? Fuck, what's his voice? I gotta get like him, like I'm just thinking like, because like that's how he is. He looks like Bakugo and fucking Kirishima from My Hero Academia made a child and bam. Or fucking Eve, like, no, you know what? It's fucking Kirishima with Bakugo's personality. That's fucking this guy. Yeah. But this guy, like, I try to be like posh and try to be like business-like, but I really don't know how to do his voice. Like, I know he's like, I'm full of myself. But I don't really got a voice for that. Like, I'm just staring at him long like, what voice? What voice will I do for him? What voice? Fried chicken. I don't know what to do for his voice. Maybe you'll give me like, oh, you gotta do like this guy from an anime, like some dub anime. I could try to do it. Like, it's not gonna be 100% like that guy, but it's like my own take on it. Like my own take on that guy from Bleach, the creepy scientist guy. This is the voice that I think he will sound like. You know what I mean? That's what I feel like his voice would be. Anyway. You're ditching me? Yeah, ain't no competition without a proper enemy. You have Yahiko. I can't race against Masato alone. You know what, I'm gonna do that voice better. And he ain't been my arch rival for 8 reincarnations. 8 what? Do I even wanna know? I let out an exaggerated sigh and pull myself up. Fine, why not? Awesome, You ready? Masato tenderly places the chicken leg inside the bucket. His action seems more appropriate for placing an innocent child into its crib, and not the meat of an animal we're about to fight over like starving cavemen. He then measures the proper distance, so he is also equidistant from the chicken. Masato is nothing if not fair about his contest. Once all of these procedures are properly taken, he bends his knees and leans close to the ground, as if the chicken leg had transformed into a golden trophy. 3, 2, 1, start! The room explodes into action as he soars towards the chicken, hand outstretched. Yahiko shoves him aside. They tumble to the ground, rolling over and over like a pair of tumbleweeds. Well, that was easy. I reach towards the chicken, but Masato yanks at my ankle. Get back here! I crash towards the ground, barely catching myself before my skin slams against the tile floor. Couldn't we have played a different childhood game, like hopscotch? Ha! Hopscotch is for babies! Taking advantage of Masato's distraction, Yahiko squirms out of his grasp and claws his way to the chicken. All of this for fucking chicken. Before I realize what I'm doing, my hand shoots out and I gripped him around his waist. Masato sees his opportunity and releases me, dashing towards the chicken. In uncanny synchronization, Yahiko and I leap to our feet and tackle him to the ground. Dude, I never had friends to like fucking fight each other for something stupid like this, but I had my cousin, and when I was hanging out with him in Arizona, me and his friend, I don't remember, fuck, what was his name? Because I always call him by his nickname, fucking Rambo. Because that was his Xbox username, fucking Rambo. So me, my cousin, Apex, that was his other Xbox username. Oh my god, man, our Xbox usernames were crap. But yeah, we used to fight for dumbass shit, like wrestle. And it's like, have you ever seen wrestling? Like, it looks gay, but when you're in it, it's just, you're in the moment right there. Fuck, man, those for stupid shit too. Oh yeah, I remember I had to wrestle. I was wrestling with him to get the fucking BB gun out of his hand, because my cousin used to shoot us. And we're just tackling him to get the BB gun. I get it and I shoot him, man. Ah, fuck. Okay. His hands lurch forward to catch himself, but our combined weight is too much. His face crashes against the tile with a sickening crunch. Uh-oh. I instantly step off and kick Yahiko in the sides. He rolls off Masato. You okay, dude? Masato manages to pull himself up, but a thin trail of blood is trickling from his nose. He inches towards me. Yama. He can't be dying. He's Masato. It'd have to take way more than a simple fall on the kitchen floor to get rid of him. But then again, it's a common method of death in books. One high-impact blow to the nose, and it's lights out forever. Well, he's standing, motherfucker. You guys are dumb. Could it be true? No. Come closer. Masato squirms across the floor, drips of blood smearing on his shirt. What is it? Got the chicken. What? He triumphantly raises the offering piece of poultry in the air, waggling in front of my face. Oldest trick in the book, bait and twits. Fuck, man, I hate that so much when, like, it's the fake crying shit. My little sisters, they fucking perfected that shit. Like, oh my god, the fucking fake crying. Man, they had me like a slave with the fucking fake crying as kids. Well, then again, like, there's a couple times where it wasn't fake crying, because I kicked my sister in the face one time. She's like 5 years younger than me, right? I was 13, so that makes her, I want to say 8. Yeah, 8. And I fucking kicked her in the face. I was like, because she's like sitting on the floor, and I'm like fucking Bruce Lee, like, you know, like the, just like, but like not hitting her, just like stopping right in front of her. So I do a kick, right? And I don't know what happened. She either moved forward or like I fucking miscalculated. I fucking bam right in the face. Scared. I'm like, don't tell mom. Oh man. But I fucking hate fake crying. That one was real crying, but fake crying, man. They always get me because I'm always like, don't tell mom. Then he claps a hand to his nose. A queasy look crossing his face. Huh. By nothing ain't feeling though good. Ain't too good. I don't know what the fuck any of that means. Yahiko silently hands him a fistful of napkins, which Masato gracefully accepts. We should probably get back to the dorms. Yeah. Dwarf it rounding real neat. He staggers to his feet. Yahiko's hands is gripping his arm to help him balance. What alternate universe is this? Masato injured? Leaning against Yahiko? Who seems legitimately concerned? I watch my mouth slightly agape as Yahiko supports the limping Masato out of the door. Did he twist his ankle too? See you tomorrow! Oh, you know what? I should do like a happy yeah! See you tomorrow! See you tomorrow! See you tomorrow! See you tomorrow! See ya tomorrow, dude! He gives a cheerful wave and shuts the door behind him. I'm left cleaning up the mess they've left behind. Masato didn't end up taking his prize, so I decide to chew the chicken leg. Nothing like fats and carcinogen to get me through the night. Well, the leg is all but guad though. I toss it in the bucket and kick my feet on the edge of the sofa, closing my eyes. The apartment falls into a peaceful silence. I enjoyed it. Really, I do. The empty space, the room for my thoughts, the gentle weight of my own presence, and nothing more. But I'd be lying if I said that I didn't appreciate their company. Masato might constantly be dragging me into competitions, and Yahiko might constantly be telling me things I couldn't care less about, but they're good guys. They spice life up, make it fun, turn it from a beef chick flick to an A-rated film. More than anything, they're constant. I've technically only known them for 1 or 2 years, but it felt much longer than that. They've always been around to chill out, study, liven it up. Anything, really. Even Masato, with his terrifying crazy schedule. They're good people, even if a little odd. Okay, now I really have to get something done. Something at least mildly productive. Study Governor Mech. I kind of want to see Governor Mech, but because last episode was fucking crazy. If I'm gonna do no, you know what? I'm gonna study. We'll watch Governor Mech some other time. But we're gonna study. But yeah, that's boring. Maybe it's fun. Maybe he's reading like Shakespeare or something. You know, the to be or not to be. That is the question. You know, maybe we could like read that. Let's study. I got a couple of hours until I need to head to bed. Might as well get some studying done. I dig a few textbooks out of my backpack for a lazy skim as I lie on my couch. World history. It's sort of interesting in a mosaic way. If I had to sum it up in one sentence, it might be, humans suck. Okay, let me tell you why you're wrong, buddy, because I fucking love history. Let me drink my water. Well, fuck you, man. Fucking, that's the thing about history for some people. It's like, people got this fucking 2020 vision on their eyes. Well, they're like fucking people in hindsight, you know what I mean? They're like, oh, if I was back then, I would do this, and that. And it's like, no, you fucking weren't if you were living at that time. Because you would be stupid just like them. You're like, you know what I mean? No, if you go back in time, you wouldn't be a king. You'll be a serf. You'll be, I don't know, maybe someone less important. That's the thing about life, man. It's like, yeah, there's some crazy things that happen. Like fucking monarchy. Like, that shit was bullshit. We should have had a republic and a democracy like fucking ancient Athens and everything. But it's like, no, man. Because you know why they did that? It's because it's to, like, you know, actually bring order. Because before that, there was this thing with the fucking, what is it? The Holy Roman Empire. The Charlemagne. You know what I mean? He had before the Holy Roman Empire, like Charlemagne, his empire or whatever it was called, he had a son, right? It was his only son, so, you know what I mean? The whole kingdom passed to him. But that guy had 3 sons. And back then, before primogeniture, where it's like, oh, my son takes over the kingdom and blah, blah, blah. No. Back then, it's like 3 kids. He divided the kingdom for his 3 sons. The empire for his 3 sons, so they could all have kingdoms. And look, it fucked everything up. Okay? But you know what I mean? It's like, that's what people thought back then. Where the fuck am I going with this? Like, I had a point somewhere and I lost it halfway. Anyway, humans don't suck. It's just the choices that we did with the knowledge we had at the time. Like, seriously, back then people thought slavery was okay. And look at us now, trying to repeal those, you know, those history lessons. We, like, fucking cringe every time it's like, slavery. It's like, ugh, like, fuck, man, why would you want slaves? Like, it's morally wrong, it's economically devastating, and it just sucks to put someone in chains, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, you know what I mean? It's like, what the fuck? Anyway, let us continue. They just can't get along. Wars, slavery, prejudice, torture, subjugation. Really, it's a miracle that we have a good in us at all. We have any good in us at all. I consider most history tests to be fairly straightforward. Someone did something stupid. Someone died for it. Someone got angry because of that. Someone did something stupid. Rinse and repeat, cycle after cycle. What was I doing? Oh, right, I was supposed to be studying. I couldn't bring myself to care enough to keep reading. I decided to get ready for bed. Might as well sleep early. Good night, world. It will be time for another long day. When I wake up, I'm almost dizzy with grogginess. Guess that could happen if you suddenly change your sleeping schedule. I drag myself out of bed for a quick shower before idly setting on the couch. 5:41 a.m. What do people even do this early in the morning? I don't know, man. But 5:41. I like last night. I slept around 5:41 a.m. Yeah, I have a bad sleeping schedule, man. Like, I wake up, I go to sleep like really late, like 4 or 5. I wake up at 11. I go to work. I stay up watching YouTube. Then I do this around like 12 or 1. Like, it's 1:29 right now, so a.m. So like in 3 hours, I gotta go to sleep to do all of this all over again. Fun times. I guess there are those people who make their beds, work out, and eat hearty breakfast like ideal productive human beings. But nah, I'm more partially to lie around and maybe watch some TV. Yeah, that sounds nice. I lazily reach over, my fingertips barely skimming over the buttons on the remote. Ugh. I roll closer, and after some trial and error, I managed to switch the TV on. In a frenzy, after the sudden disappearance of 2 students just 2 days apart. Isamu Imperial Boarding Academy, known for its prestigious background and powerful connections with established corporations like Lemniscate and Way Forward, is now under the nation's eye as it struggles to cope with these new accusations. I freeze on the couch as footage of all too familiar campus dances on the screen. Disappearances? At the academy? Since when did this happen? Civilians, if you happen to see these missing persons, notify the authorities immediately. It is our duty to keep the city safe. Here are their photographs. Midori Maneo left, and Turmura Hayashi right. I snatch the remote, jabbing the power button until the TV finally blinks. Media and their censorable headlines. Shameful. Stupid. I can't believe anything they say. But why are my fingernails shaking? I clasp my hands against my chest, squeezing my eyes shut. Disappearances? At the academy? Probably just some spoiled kids who decide to run off and elope with their significant other of 3 weeks. The news always exaggerates everything anyway. I fell back against the couch, suddenly feeling extremely lazy. Yama? I'm gonna do that voice. I hope it's Rui. Hello? Are you alive? Rui's a big girl. She can open the door herself. I'm gonna call the morgue. You know what happens in the morgues? Nothing. Because they're full of dead people. You'll get bored really quickly. Oh, and you probably die from suffocation. Darn it, Rui. There's something called keypad. Activating foghorn in 3, 2, 1. I groan in the general direction of my door. Sorry, I don't speak idiot. What was that? Meh. You know, if this was a zombie apocalypse, you'd be long dead. You're scarier than a zombie, actually. If I'm scarier than a zombie, what does that make you? Ha, typical Rui. Use the keypad, woman. It's there for a reason. But why do that when I can make you suffer? What a true friend. Let me guess, you forgot. Please. Your code's the stupidest possible code to exist on the planet. Even Mr. Ryota pointed out how stupid it was. Is not. Is too, Mr. 14789. Come on, lazy bum. Just get out of bed. I finally amble to the door and pull it open, pretending to grumble all the while. Truthfully, I'm enjoying our little sparring match. Morning, sleepy. What? That was an odd reaction. Nothing. Her averted gaze and flushed cheeks prompt me to run a quick check. Nothing on my face. I'm in my pajamas, I guess, but they're decent, and Rui has seen me in them before. I absently run a finger over my lips, trying to feel if there's anything in my teeth. Nope. Don't do that! Don't do what? Don't take so long, duh! We have to go to school, you know? I checked my phone. 7:22 a.m.? I know how to read a clock. I'm not stupid. I wait for the inevitable, unlike you. It never comes. Just get ready, okay? We need to make a stop on the way. What kind of a stop? Why do you always have to ask so many questions? Jeez! He reaches for my wrist, but suddenly jerks back as if I'm covered with poison. Let's go! I raise an eyebrow, smirking at her dramatic fluster. In my pajamas? Get dressed right now! Sir, yes sir. I stride easily towards my room, leaving her fuming. It only takes a few seconds to throw on my uniform. I've barely stepped in the room before I'm out again. I can't read. I was doing so well. When I return to Rui, I notice that she regains her composure. I have to admit that it's fairly impressive that she can master herself in such a short amount of time. Heh, took you long enough. You say that like you were waiting forever. I lean closer, raising an eyebrow. Or did you want to? Shut up! I playfully poke her forehead in an attempt to put her at ease. I really need to learn to keep my mouth shut. Nothing good will come from saying things like that. It just... Why does she look so cute when she's angry? Let's go! He marches out of the door without a backward glance. Rui refuses to speak to me even as we exit the apartment complex and head into the street. It takes me a moment to realize that we're on a complete detour. Instead of leading me to the academy, Rui stops by the main street. The city is fairly quiet at this time of day, eluding the handful of cars that roar down the road in hectic commute. Is completely silent. Almost eerie so. Hey, it's okay, no buses. Buses? She fixes me with a searching look for a second. Then, out of nowhere, her eyes spring wide open. They're after us! Agent Ishimoto, run! She bolts down the street without warning. I'd never seen her run so fast in her life. She spurs me to sprint after her, even though there's no visible threat, at least not from what I can tell. What on earth has possessed this crazy girl? Rui's speed picks up until we're precariously weaving around benches, street lamps, and other miscellaneous items. I can easily keep up, being in track and all, but Rui is clearly inexperienced. If she stays at this pace, she'd probably end up hurting herself. I find Rui sprawled on the ground, gingerly nursing her ankle. I'm just moaning on the mic now. You okay? What? Are you blind? You're the one who tripped. Why are you calling me blind? I'm not the one who asks, "Are you okay?" to someone who's clearly in pain. She attempts to struggle to her feet, but crumbles on the ground with a pain cry. I instinctively catch her arm. It's unexpectedly slender. I assume that she would have developed some muscle from how often she likes to hit me. Whatever gave you the brilliant idea to tear down the street like a mad woman anyway? Shut up! Help me before we're late for school! If you were worried about that, we shouldn't have come here in the first place. Come on already, idiot! Girls, I never really understand them. I'll never understand them. Ever. Regardless, I kneel down, pull Rui's arm around my shoulder, and slowly start to stand. It would have worked well, but our height difference is too substantial. She's clearly uncomfortable with her arm hitched above her head. This isn't working. Brilliant deduction, Sherlock. It is, for a brain as tiny as yours. You know, maybe I should just leave you here. You wouldn't. I sigh, lowering her back to the ground. She's right, I wouldn't. So somehow I have to get her to school. Carrying her maybe? She's wearing a skirt. A piggyback ride would be what might be too difficult. I could try and true potato sack style, but there wouldn't be any way to pull her down without injuring her ankle. The only viable option is carrying her bridal style, which comes with problems of its own. A lot of them. Sending wrong messages, being close to Rui, confusing not only her but also myself. Everything I've sworn not to do. It's 7:50! Not my fault you're so clumsy. Just hurry up. Well, doesn't look like there's any way out of it. I'll just have to get it over with. I just have to get over it. I scoop down, slipping one arm beneath her knee and the other around her back. Rui's breath catches slightly as she instinctively wraps her arms around my neck. I lean her slightly weight. Fuck, let me get some water. I lean her slight weight against my chest and lift her in the air. She grips me a little tighter, pulling our faces precariously close. The gentle wash of her breath on my cheek startles me forward. Since when were you so heavy? Since when were you so weak? I duck for a second, pretending to drop her. She squeals, clutching onto me for dear life. I'm sorry, what was that? You're strong! You're plenty strong! Don't drop me! I can't help but chuckle at that. Idle Cully leans her head against my chest. Her face opens in curiosity. It feels comfortable. Too comfortable. What are you doing? She closes her eyes for a split second. I'm terrified that she'll say something terribly sappy. I was trying to find your heartbeat. This can either be extremely cute or extremely rude. Maybe both. It looks like you don't have one. Classic Rui. I knew it. It's cute and fucking hurtful. I fucking love it. Are you sure you're looking in the right place? What? Remember who flunked human anatomy? I didn't flunk. I just had other strengths. Like sleeping? You were the one who always got in trouble for napping. Heh, she's so adorable when she's angry. She suddenly tugs on my sleeve, glancing around. What is it? We should go around. Why? We're almost there. Because my sixth sense is tingling. You don't have a sixth sense. You don't even have 5. I only smirk at this retort and continue towards the school entrance, but Rui tugs at my ear. Ow! Really? Take me around. Why don't I just dump you here? I like the idea much more. You can't just dump a lady on the ground. Great. I'll have no issue dumping you. Hey! She whops me in the chest and I stumble forward, coughing. My back, woman. Are you trying to kill me? Oh, grow up, you big baby. She pats my chest, which feels even weirder. I'll dump you. What? I'll do it. Fine. I'll behave. I obligately take her around the path outside of the gate. So, what exactly is this detour for? Enjoying the fresh air before we head to school. You know what? No, if she didn't eat shit, maybe it was like, I'm here to confess to you, anime style. But since I fucked up and everything, maybe some other time. And we had to go all the way to the main street to do that. Sometimes you gotta do things just because you can, Yama. Easy for you to say when you're getting carried. Rui suddenly yanks on my collar, staring at my shoulders. Wait, is that? I choke at her tight hold. Thankfully, she promptly releases me. Sorry. You really are trying to kill me, aren't you? No, I just... She points wordlessly at the school entrance. Lo and behold, it's none other than Misaki Kazihara standing at the gate, scrolling casually through her phone. She seems completely oblivious to the throng of students peering at her in a mix of admiration, jealousy, and contempt. Hurrah! Welcome to Snooty Schools. I'll just get to class. Wait, Rui and Misaki in the same area? Oh, perfect! Time to bring this needless drama to an end. This is gonna get bad, isn't it? It's gonna get really bad. And it's almost time to end the video. Alright. I'm gonna speed through this. No commentary, no nothing. I'm gonna try to speed through this, okay? Let's go say hi. Let's not. Well, while I'm carrying you, you can't go where I go. You go where I go. Then I'm getting off. She disentangles herself and steps away, her weight evenly distributed on her feet. Are you being serious right now? Yes, I am. I mean, I meant what I said yesterday, Yama. How's she supposed to know what to fix if you don't tell her? Because right now, she doesn't even think that anything's wrong. The first step is getting her to realize that. I don't really understand. Yeah, I kinda figured. It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'm off to class now, okay? See you late. Rui? Oh, well, looks like someone got off her phone. This should be interesting. Is it you? How long has it been? You saw me yesterday, didn't you? You should have said hello. You should have said hello. I was speaking with Yama yesterday about Patter. I was wondering if you'd like to create an account so we can keep... But Rui simply stared at her in silence, breezing away without a word. Oh wait, fuck. I fucked that up, didn't I? But Rui, after simply staring at her in silence, breezes away without a word. He leaves Misaki still grinning, holding up her phone with a half-formed sentence spilling out of her mouth. In touch! Rui! But Rui doesn't stop. She keeps marching right through the doors of the classroom building. Misaki blinks for a moment, as if the gears in her brain have suddenly grounded to a halt. Morning. Yes, good morning. Is everything alright? She's not sick, is she? No. Then, why did she act that way? Girl drama. I didn't sign up for this. Now that two people who should be my best friends are ignoring each other, or at least one is ignoring the other. Beats me. She seems unhappy with you. You should talk to her. Unhappy with me? Why? Like I said, beats me. I see. 1 second. I'll run a quick research. I'll run a quick search. Her thumbs blur over her phone in a whirlwind. I can practically see smoke trailing from the machine. Alright, two girls once very close now ignoring or fighting with each other. Oh. I should have expected this. What is it? She's scared, Yama. I don't think she's scared, and I feel like I should, explain the situation before they get even worse. But it's high school, people are idiots. Scared that I've come to steal you away from hers and claim you as my own. Wait, what? How could I be so blind? Of course this might happen. She's jealous because I might endanger your friendship or even attempt to seduce you and thus leave her alone. I think you should stop turning to the internet for everything, Miki. but she's already in her own little world. Ridiculous! As if I'm actually in love with you. I'll clear this up with her as soon as possible. Jeez, thanks for scattering my manly ego, Misaki. Maybe if they actually can get a decent conversation together, the sacrifice will be worth it. I can only sigh as I follow a mumbling Misaki to class. Okay. Let me read the last part, then I'll end the video. I go on a long trek to the city with 150 pounds on my back, and this is what I get for it? Heh. Maybe I should have just made Ruri walk on her own. She certainly seems fine by the time we ran into Miki. Wait a minute. She certainly seems fine. She walked to her classroom without a problem. Didn't she just sprain her ankle? Badly? So badly that she needed to be carried? Actually, when I take a step back, everything's just downright fishy. As seeing random detours to the main street. As seamlessly random make-believe running sequence. A seemingly unavoidable bridal-style ride. All the pieces fall into place. Looks like I need to visit a certain blonde-haired troublemaker during lunch break. A certain Akira Akurubi. Okay, I'm gonna end there. Man, I can't read for shit. Like, I was doing so good with the fucking Masato and everything, but when I got to Rui, when I had to do my voice like this, and like actually strain my voice and my mind because I don't remember what her voice was. And I didn't know what to say and everything, and I was like kind of like, what am I doing? Okay. Well, if you like this video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification to see whenever I post, and leave a comment. Well then, this is farewell, and as always, bye bye!